All right, what is going on, my dudes? So I have a really freaking cool Nebula video for you guys today. This is one of the coolest interactions I found in the game in a very long time, and I'm very excited for it, and I think it's making me want to rank up Nebula. So here we have a synergy team. You don't need it. You really don't need it. Guardian is there. It's the only one that like really helps here is Proxima, but again, for what I'm about to show you, you don't need it, okay? I could have done this solo, but I was doing some testing, and here we are. So we have rank 3 unduped Nebula. This could work with a rank 2. This could work with a rank 1. What I want to show you today is Nebula on Clapback. So when a poison, shock, bleed, incinerate, or plasma debuff is placed on the defender, the same debuff is placed to the attacker, dealing 100% of the defender's attack over 10 seconds, right? We know how Clapback works. I hit you, you hit me with the debuff, right? There is something in Nebula's kit here. Each time an immunity prevents a shock effect on Nebula, gain 5 amp charges, max stacks 20. Okay, so Proxima, let's start with 10, right? That's why I said, Proxima's gonna help. If you don't start with Proxima, then you have to hold block for a second and then parry. But anyway, let me just show you how this works, okay? Just keep watching the shock debuffs back and forth. Essentially, you want to just play like normal, and that is all that you're gonna do here, okay? You're gonna just play the fight normally. And what's gonna happen is every time we parry, every single time, we're gonna put shocks on Sabretooth and back on us. And it never stops. And I mean, like, it's crazy. It's kind of like Human Torch is really good here, but like this is insane. It's like consistent shock, no blocking, no nothing, no building up the charges, and I didn't even play that fight well. I actually got hit. Right? And this is going to double them, and this as well is going to put more shocks on it. Look, 20 shocks. Look at that! Unreal, man. That is so freaking cool to me. I think it's awesome. So let's just keep on going, because that is just so sick. It's like, it's really hard to nail down like who is the best attacker for what, right, in the game. But like for a certain particular node, but it's kind of hard to say that she's not the best for this node right now, because like she's kind of darn insane here, and you don't have to do anything special whatsoever. You just fight like normal, and they just get absolutely demolished. And the best part about it, man, is that this special too, it puts so many shocks on them, individual shocks, that it sends you up to 20. So regardless of where you are in your power meter, you literally just do a special 2 and then you parry again. They're gonna have like 30 shocks on them, and it's just a crazy amount of damage. And this is Act 6.4, by the way. So this is like really good damage here for this level content, right? And keep in mind, if things happen to get out of control power-wise, you can always go for the special 1. Gotta be careful here, because he can potentially shut me down because I'm a robot, right? So I gotta watch out for that just a little bit. But as you can see, man, this is Arceus might be like one of the worst matchups for her in the game, just because you have to be so careful you don't get like armor shattered and whatnot. But as you can see, man, I mean, like, even against Arceus, it's just like almost mindless. And Clapback is a node that we see a decent amount throughout questing and solo stuff and whatnot. But essentially what this node lets you do, it just lets you play her like a normal champ. A lot of people criticisms for her so far has been like, I don't like how you can't parry and just play with her like a normal champ. But here, you kind of can. And also against robots, right? We just shut down the robots like crazy. I believe it's, wow, so look at this. I believe it's minus 20% ability accuracy per amp charge. And here, you're never going to have below 5. Now we have... Crazy, man. Look at that damage. So, Vision is shut down the entire time while we're just destroying him. That's just awesome, man. That's just so freaking cool to me. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm a really big fan of Nebula on Clapback. I think it's really darn cool. Agent Venom might be an interesting one. I didn't think we were going to be doing this whole lane, but I don't know, man. I'm having a good time, so we're going to keep going. Now, yeah, he obviously is going to shrug off a lot of this, so this might be where we stop here. But essentially, let's see what happens. Probably should have put on the White Mags pre-fight that we brought along. Let's see what these self-repair chargers can do for us. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. Alright, 6-2. Wow, he shrugged off a lot. He's shrugging off like crazy, man. But look, even when he just keeps shrugging off, all we have to do is just keep parrying. And we keep gaining... Look, we keep gaining charges back. And we can just get him down like that. His tenacity is very annoying. Right? But look, even with the tenacity, man, he's going down. He is slowly but surely going down. And the best part about this, man, is that this used to have a cap of like 3, and then she would actually get shocked. Which is just so silly, and it never made any sense. But now it's like actually really freaking good. Alright, let's go for this again. Why not? Boom. Now we have 20 shocks here. Man, he shrugged off 15 of our 20 shocks. See, this is a fight that, like, in theory, man, like, you wouldn't want to use Nebula for an Agent Venom. But on this node, she just doesn't care about anything. And they just die. Death by parry, man. That's essentially what that was. Yeah. So even on, like, fights on Clapback that she just absolutely should not be doing, unless they're shock immune, she's gonna have a good time. And I think that's really darn cool. So yeah, we might as well finish off the lane here and just see what happens since we're having such a good time. Yeah, so I definitely would recommend Proxima for this just because she makes it so much faster, you know? Alright, go for one more. Go for this. That should bring us to 20. And now we could put another, wow, dude, another 20 on her, and that's going to be it. And then we have a Dormammu coming up. I don't think he has Clapback, so I don't know if we're going to go for that. But yeah, this entire lane was just completely drained by Nebs. We lost a bunch of health against Arcus for obvious reasons. I think what we can also probably do here is if we get them in... Let's try this. I want to try getting them in the corner and doing a couple heavy chains. I feel like that'd be interesting to see. Yeah, that gives us more shocks. Interesting. Do they have unblockable special attacks? Do they all have that? You can't even tell because they were all dead so fast. 20 shocks. Another 20 shocks. Some more shocks. Shocks for days, man. Shocks for freaking days. Alright, what does this Dormammu have? Are we doing Dormammu? Let's take a look. Clapback? I think he does have Clapback. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? So, Clapback, also Footloose. That's going to be interesting because you don't want to really, you know, push him to special attacks here. Let's heal up a bit just to go in and see what we can do against this fight here. Because it's going to be interesting. If she could do this whole lane by herself, right? Footloose, split Atom. We're going to have our attack power reduced by 50% because we're not science. But that's alright, man, because I think we're going to be doing a lot of damage. I think another great way to go about it is parry heavy. Yeah! Parry heavy. That's what I should have been doing this whole time. Parry heavy brings you to 10 charges back. Oh my goodness. Let's try this. Can we go for a heavy in a row? Yep. Let me go for this. 32 shocks. 20 shocks. Oh my god. This is not the easiest fight in 6.4, by the way. Like, this is actually one of the tougher fights. And Nebula is just literally rinsing it. Uh-oh. Alright, we got 20. 40. 25. Oh no. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay, but point is, man, I mean, like, wow. Like, that's such a cool interaction for me, at least. I think that's sick, awesome, super cool to see how that works, man. That is so fun. But yeah, Nebula's really cool, man. Whenever you can get a shock on you, like in that way, like lots of shocks and everything, that she's gonna be so good for that, man. Her damage is really good, and she's a lot more practical nowadays. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this buff. I think it's really cool. I think I might rank her up because she's a lot of fun. Definitely does not need to be duped, clearly. Doesn't need the synergy team, but you know, you got 5 slots, so you might as well. All right, that's gonna be it for this one. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big ol' like. Comment what you think about this interaction in the comment section below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future Nebula gameplay coming to you in the future. I'll be seeing you around.